Hold on to your pocket change, because what I'm about to reveal might just change your life. Imagine reaching into your coin jar, pulling out an old quarter, and realizing it's worth not just a few cents, but thousands, or even $1 million. That's right. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the legendary 1976 Bicentennial Quarter, one of America's most iconic coins. And hiding among them, some of the rarest and most valuable error coins ever struck by the U.S. Mint. These aren't just collector's pieces. These are six-figure, seven-figure jaw-droppers. So don't go anywhere, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to spot the life-changing errors, and why this one coin has the entire numismatic world buzzing. If you thought a quarter couldn't make you rich, think again. 1976 quarter struck on silver planchette, $19,200 in 2020. A bicentennial quarter struck on a 40% silver planchette meant for collector sets was found in circulation and sold at heritage auctions for $19,200. Double die reverse DDR MS66 $3,760. One of the finest known DDR bicentennial quarters, sold in 2019 for nearly $4,000. This was not even a proof, just a well-struck mint state coin with clear doubling. Wrong planchette bicentennial quarter, $35,250. A quarter struck on a foreign planchette, likely intended for a 1-cent coin from another country, fetched over $35,000 due to its absurd rarity. Clad quarter with triple die obverse, $80,000, one of the rarest known triple die varieties ever recorded. Sold privately for $80,000 due to its condition and certification by PCGS. Rumored lost $1 million bicentennial. Yes, there is numismatic legend of a bicentennial quarter struck on a 100% silver-proof planchette with doubling and struck off-center. If this coin surfaces, and it may still be out there, it is easily $1 million coin. That's not an exaggeration, that's fact, based on demand and rarity. The most valuable 1976 era bicentennial quarter, from pocket change to millionaire. The historic bicentennial quarter. Why this coin is special. To understand why the 1976 bicentennial quarter is such a huge deal, we have to go back to the heart of American history. The year was 1976, America's 100th birthday. To commemorate the occasion, the U.S. Mint broke tradition and released a special series of coins, the bicentennial quarter, half dollar, and dollar coin. These coins weren't just commemorative, they were symbolic. The Washington quarter, redesigned for the first time in decades, featured a colonial drummer boy on the reverse instead of the usual eagle, and the date was inscribed as 1776 to 1976, a rare dual-date design that instantly stood out. Types of 1976 bicentennial error quarters. Now let's dive into the meat of the mystery. What kind of errors are we talking about? These aren't minor scuffs or dings. We're talking about major minting errors that send collectors into a frenzy. Errors that push values from a few bucks to 5, 6, and even 7 figures at auction. Double die obverse DDO and reverse DDR. A classic error, and one of the most desirable types. In ADDO or DDR, the coin die strikes the planchette twice ever, so slightly off register. The result, doubling in the lettering, numbers, or design details. On the bicentennial quarter, that means you could see doubling in God We Trust, Liberty, or the dual date 1776 to 1976. On the reverse, look closely at the drummer's hands, the drumsticks, or the lettering United States of America. Value range to $150 to $3,000 plus, depending on condition and visibility of the doubling. Off-center strikes. An off-center strike occurs when the coin blank, or planchette, isn't properly aligned under the die. The result? A coin with a chunk of its design missing, sometimes 5%, sometimes 80%. With bicentennial quarters, these off-center errors are extremely collectible, especially if the date and drummer boy are still visible. Value range, $500 to $5,000, depending on percentage off-center and how well the design elements are retained. Wrong planchette errors. Now this is where it gets insane. A wrong planchette error happens when a quarter design is accidentally struck on a coin blank meant for another denomination, or even another metal composition. Yes, there are confirmed bicentennial quarters struck on dime plankets, nickel plankets, foreign coin plankets, even silver plankets that were never meant for circulation. Imagine finding a quarter that weighs 5 grams instead of 5.67 that could be a bicentennial quarter struck on a nickel or dime blank. Value range to $1,500 to $25,000 plus. Ultra-rare wrong planchette errors up to $75,000 plus. Clipped planchette error. Clipped planchette errors occur when a coin blank is improperly punched, leaving a crescent-shaped clip on the coin. On a bicentennial quarter, that crescent could cut through the iconic drummer design. Value range to $100 to $2,000 depending on size and visibility. Full strike silver-proof errors in circulation. Here's one of the most mind-blowing stories. Silver bicentennial proof quarters, meant only for collectors, have mysteriously shown up in circulation. These were never supposed to leave proof sets, but somehow, a few slip through. Spotting one is tricky. They weigh slightly more than a clad quarter, and may have a more lustrous, mirror-like appearance, but if you find one, jackpot. Value range, $1,500 to $30,000 plus, depending on proof quality, and whether it has any other error like doubling, or off-center. 1976 quarter struck on silver planchette, $19,200, in 2020. A bicentennial quarter struck on a 40% silver planchette meant for collector sets was found in circulation and sold at heritage auctions for $19,200. Double die reverse DDR MS66 $3,760. One of the finest known DDR bicentennial quarters, sold in 2019 for nearly $4,000. This was not even a proof, just a well-struck, mint-state coin with clear doubling. Wrong planchette bicentennial quarter, $35,000 to $150. A quarter struck on a foreign planchette likely intended for a 1-cent coin from another country fetched over $35,000 due to its absurd rarity. Clad quarter with triple die obverse, $80,000, one of the rarest known triple die varieties ever recorded. Sold privately for $80,000 due to its condition and certification by PCGS, rumored lost $1 million bicentennial. Yes, there is numismatic legend of a bicentennial quarter struck on a 100% silver-proof planchette with doubling and struck off-center. If this coin surfaces, and it may still be out there, it is easily $1 million coin. That's not an exaggeration, that's fact, based on demand and rarity. How to identify a rare bicentennial error quarter? You might be sitting on a gold mine and not even know it. Here's how to tell. Check the weight. Normal clad quarters weigh 5.67 grams. Silver quarters weigh approximately 6.25 grams. Dime or nickel plankets weigh less than 5 grams. Look for doubling. Use a loupe or magnifying glass. Check for doubled letters, especially on "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and "United States of America." Off-center strike. Is the design missing part of the drummer or lettering? That's a sign, clipped edges, or weird shapes. These could be clipped planchette errors. Mirror-like shine, might be a proof quarter. If you didn't pull it from a set, it shouldn't be in your change. Why are these so valuable? Rarity drives value. But the bicentennial quarter adds historical significance, mass appeal, and collector demand to the mix. These aren't obscure coins, everyone remembers them. That means even casual collectors want them, and when error coins are found, bidding wars erupt. Combine that with grading, condition, and mint origin: Philadelphia no mint mark, Denver D, or San Francisco SA, and the possibilities are endless. Top places to sell your rare coin. 1. Heritage auctions. Best for coins worth $1,000 and up. One of the most respected auction houses for rare coins. They have dedicated coin experts and massive beer audiences. Offer free appraisals and professional auction listings. Perfect for rare bicentennial error coins or silver proofs. 2. Great collections. Auction site focus solely on coins and paper money. Very transparent fee structure. Strong coin collector following. You can submit coins raw or graded, but grading helps boost value. 3. eBay. Best for mid-range coins, $50 $5,000 range. Massive global audience, but requires research. Always take clear photos, describe the error clearly, and only sell if you're confident in the coin's value or grading. Pro tip: only sell raw coins here. If you know what you're doing, scammers can be a risk. 4. Certified coin dealers PNG or ANA members. Use the Professional Numismatists Guild PNG directory or the American Numismatic Association ANA. Find local dealers who can help you sell or get your coin graded and submitted to auctions. 5. PCGS or NGC submission for grading plus auction referral. If your coin isn't graded yet, sending it to PCGS or NGC is a must. Graded coins sell for more, especially when errors are confirmed. PCGs and NGC often have auction partners and can recommend where to sell it once graded. 6. Coin shows and coin clubs, great for in-person deals and getting offers from multiple dealers at once. Bring graded coins or bring raw ones to get expert opinions. Some buyers at coin shows pay top dollar on the spot for high-grade errors. 7. Facebook groups and Reddit with caution. Groups like Coin Collecting and Error Coins on Facebook or are coins on Reddit. Good for getting feedback or finding buyers, but avoid direct sales unless you're experienced. Always use payment protections, PayPal goods and services, and vet the beer. Final tips before selling. Get it graded if it's worth over $100. Take ultra clear, close-up photos. Do your research on similar auction results. Don't rush to sell to the first offer, especially for six-figure coins. Final tips, could you be next? So here's your challenge. Start looking. Check your old change jars. Hit up flea markets, garage sales, and estate auctions. Look closely at the date, the weight, the strike, and especially the shine. Because somewhere out there, possibly in your own home, is a bicentennial quarter that could be worth hundreds of thousands or more.